Does anybody remember the short-lived special mission? It was a classic BTD6 special mission where the premise was that your towers only lasted 10 rounds, and then after that, they're gone forever, and you can't recoup the sellback cost. If I recall, my memory's a bit hazy, but I'm pretty sure that was one of, if not the hardest BTD5 special mission. So of course, now I want to remake it to the best of my ability in BTD6. There's just a couple problems though. For one, as I mentioned earlier, the towers, when you lose them, you don't get the money back from selling. And in BTD6, there's no game mode where you can change the sell cost every tower to $0, unless it's on chimps mode. But I don't want to do chimps mode because I'm pretty sure it would be nigh impossible. And as far as I'm aware, there's no mods that can allow you to set the sell to 0. So instead, for this self-post challenge, I'm going to have to drop a Dora and then use her sacrificing ability when the time is up. I made sure to set the starting cash of this challenge to be exactly such that you start with a no amount of cash after getting level 7 Adora. And the newest map, Glacial Trail, is actually almost perfect for this challenge because if you haven't heard of the gimmick already, after 10 rounds, your towers will freeze. So that way, I don't even have to keep track of, like, the 10 rounds the towers are dropped down for. Because obviously, this challenge was always doable on any map. It's just, did I want to go through the effort of trying to memorize, like, if a tower would drop for 10 rounds, which would be a lot, depending on how much I drop. I could, but I think it's just easier this way to have it in-game. Now, I said almost perfect because the catch is, it's actually not exactly 10 rounds until your towers freeze. It's 9. It's actually on the 10th round that they freeze on, so it's not exactly a full recreation, sadly, of the short-lived, but think of it as just an added challenge, you know? I always like to make it hard on myself. For no reason other than content, baby. So, as I mentioned earlier as well, I don't want to do chimps mode because, like, if I want to beat all 100 rounds of this, I think I need to get farming towers. I don't think there's any that will actually pay itself off in the 10 rounds, but I could probably just do something like a trap for the early game, which may not pay itself off, but probably doubles as defense, so that would be the most economical thing. But I guess until then, we'd probably just have to build some intermediate towers. So let's see here. After round 9, the Dart Monkey is frozen for round 10, and this Boomerang, I dropped in round 4, so I won't have it for round 13. I'm probably going to leak a lot if I don't drop more than just this Boomerang, so how about another Boomerang? I don't think it's a good idea to upgrade a tower that you already dropped, because then you'd only have it for like a couple rounds. I'd say maybe, I like a 0, let me just try a 0-1-2, I'm not sure. I think it's too early to go for maybe the Wall Fire or the 1-3-0 Druid. Just think of, you know, the usual good stuff that is very cheap for the early game. Okay, there's also one thing I didn't take into account, guys. It's that, as you see, Adora also gets frozen with this gimmick, which means I can't use sacrifice ability. It just doesn't affect me right now, but if I do have a tower that gets unfrozen at a certain round, I can't sacrifice it then. What do? Okay, I went back and did a thing. I now enabled a mod that allows me to get infinite heroes, hence why the 2 Adoras in the corner. And then I staggered what round I dropped them on so that I'd have at least 1 sacrifice for every single round here. And with that, I think we can actually continue the challenge again. Also, I'm looking at this, I'll probably just need to upgrade this to 022 to help survive here. Turns out Boomerangs are not great because the moment they hit any of the ice blocks there, the ranks disappear. Unlucky. Also, unfortunately, while the tower's frozen, I can't press the sacrifice button. I have to wait for it to get unfrozen. And I guess one more thing, I could drop a hero now that I enabled the multiple heroes. Previously with the mod, I was only able to do one of them. So I could still simulate a game where I use a hero, but I guess we're not doing that for even more challenge reasons. So I don't really care, I'm just gonna take the hit. Whatever lives I lose this round, it'll be alright. So how about after this round, we definitely should get a new tower. Would that be the Druid? Nah, let's do the Wizard. However, there is one problem around 25. I'll probably just drop, like, something really cheap for that. Pretty sure I can get away with just a 0-2-0 right now, since, for camos, I'll just tank the 1-24. Wildfire's clean AF, boys. You know what? I think I'll just do a 0-0-0 Dart Monkey. It on Strong should get all the purples, right? Let's see. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, there's also one more problem that makes this challenge even harder. When the towers are frozen on the map for 2 rounds, I can't use their tower placement, unlike if it was actually, you know, short-lived in BTD5. The placement would free up immediately, which is a problem, especially on a map with very limited space for good towers. I'm actually liking this wallfire so much right now that I feel like I should use it again, but this is the last round it's available for. Okay, what I did was I sacrificed the wizard before the round ended, just so I could free up the space. Because, like, the Dart Monkey will also still be there for round 32, which means I don't need to get a new tower to pop purples. Therefore, this would stay cheaper than the Druid, and still defend well, because I can just upgrade it to cam protection for 33, which I will do. Now, it's not time for the Wizard to go yet, but I think I might overlap some rounds with the Wizard with the Balloon Trap, because I think if I get it next round, 35 has a decent amount of, like, RBE. With 9 rounds, that means it'd be active until round 44, and I think it'll pay itself off. Let's do that next. And that'll double his defense as, like, the round 40 MOAB among just general balloon defense. Sounds good, so just be a 0-1-4. As I said at the start, I'm pretty sure stuff that makes money and defense at the same time will be really OP in this game mode, so I'm thinking maybe even snipers if they had good line of sight on this map. Sadly, they don't. Druid, Spirit of the Force sounds decent, but you remember, the problem with Spirit of the Force is that if I don't sacrifice it before it gets frozen, then the vines will still active for the 2 rounds, which definitely will ruin the short-lived, because then I'll have, like, damage for 11 rounds over 9, and that is not good. Also, oh crap, my wizard is frozen. So what do I do for the camo whites here? Do I get back another wizard? I don't think I actually placed one in the spot. Hang on, I think I'll allow myself to do this, because if I reset the round, then the tower will not be frozen yet. So I'll just get rid of it early. And you know, it's been working well, so I'll still get back that 0-2 wallfire. Again, space is very tough on Glacial Trail here. I can barely fit, like, another tower over here. Now, I'm obviously not going to have enough mob defense here, so what do? I wanted to say Mauler, but you know what? I think this might be a little cheaper. If I utilize the cheaper first Helipilot and do a quad darts, that's only like 1400. Let's retarget the trap back here, and let's play the round, because the map is long enough that I think this can do enough damage. Yep, that's more than enough. And I should probably even let stuff enter the trap. Good enough. This can double his defense. Let's lock it in place, and it won't take away trap money. Balloon Trap was the best investment of all time, and you can't tell me otherwise. It pretty much, like, double its return on investment in the 10 rounds. Isn't that crazy? So it gets frozen this round. I'm just gonna get rid of it and replace it with the same trap. Okay, Camo Purples this round. What do we do? You know, I probably should have just bought Shimmer earlier. It's only 1275. I guess you can't really get much cheaper decamo. Sure. If I was gonna get it, though, I probably should have gone at 42 to get the trap money for that, but this is fine. Actually, that was stupid because it times out this round. Well, whatever. I'm rebuying the same thing. Definitely not the most optimal strategy out there, but hopefully it's good enough. Now, is Wallfire getting outskilled now? A lot of Cerams here. I think it's holding. I think I'll probably double trap too. Even though the second trap is not going to be as efficient, just anything that doubles his boom defense, I am getting. No questions asked. And for double trap, I think I will wait until round 49 starts, because that is the round that has a lot of balloons. Running low in space, so I'll put my next NG over here, yes. This will reach, albeit barely. Is it going to defend? I lost 2 lives to the Cerams there, but that's okay. Yep, even with the double trap, things are sneaking through. I also lost my heli, so need to get mob defense. Would I get a Mauler now? Because there's lots of mobs in the 50s. I don't think you can get better value, so yes, let's do it. Just a 0-3-0. Hang on, 1 Mauler is actually kind of not having enough mob damage here. So let's see. This round, this trap goes away. So let's get rid of it. And yes, I want the trap again. I'll do the 0-2-4 in this one, since maybe the extra mob damage might allow me to squeeze some, allow me to save on getting something else. $31,000 in the bank, though. I think we're looking good. 54 here, unfortunately, is over. We have too many balloons and not enough traps. Okay, if this fits, I don't care. I'm doing it. But 4 traps. Yes, it does reach. That's so awkward of a spot. That does gobble up surrounds, right? Okay, I'm taking that, I'm taking that. I promise, though, that's probably the last drop I'll buy, although maybe one more when this eventually times out. Jeez, we're still leaking. Shimmer disappears this round, so let's get rid of it early. I'm realizing it's very important to, like, get rid of this spot or free up the space. I actually won't buy my D camo yet until next round, just so, again, that tower lasts for one extra round. Sure, let's change up the D camo. I'll do a 0-0-3 mortar, maybe a 0-1-3. Sure, a 0-1-3, just because the wallfire really doesn't mean much at all anymore. Also, my trap got frozen. It's not worth it to get a new one, right? I don't think so. I think I want to transition to my next, like, money-making defense. As I said, elite sniper. This actually won't be too bad now that I think about it. In fact, the line of sight might work in our favor, because it'll stall the round so we get more money. I'll let the money count after 9 rounds justify if getting this was worth it or not. But this, you know, allows me to just not have to worry about defending 2-5-0. Okay, perhaps maybe I should have angled it so that it is an attack before it hits the traps, but the money is getting reduced so much at this point that the traps are we're mostly just here for, like, cleaning up cerams while making a tad bit of money. As you see, it's only made 5k compared to, like, the 7k last time. And you see this here, too, only sitting at $2,000. Oh, right, my Mauler also got frozen this round. Okay. Think quickly. How about a MOAB shop? So that I can purposely stall for more sniper abilities. This is gonna be really, really stonks for BFB rounds. I'll get so much off. So with 3,000 every crate, I'll only need like 8 to repay itself off. There is also a problem once this pops to MOABs though. I'm gonna need some defense. Let's try Dragon's Breath. That's decent MOAB damage, right? I just wasn't sure if I could trust the elite sniper, you know, for MOAB damage. It's good cleanup, but I think this still has a good purpose, even in the 60s. That counts as mid-game. And now with the Mauler unfrozen, let's get rid of it, while also doing a little bit of heli micro so that I wait for the last MOAB and make sure that gets stalled to infinity. This is the way, folks. This is the way. I believe this is now my 4th sniper usage in, like, well, 4 rounds. So this very well might pay itself off. I think on that same note, maybe a Marine would be an option, like, for the 70s and 80s, because that's better than Elite Sniper, of course. And let me just watch 63 here. We're good, right? We are actually not good. So let me die here so I can quickly think of what would the cheapest defense be? You know what? Probably just an Alk buff. When this thing times out, I can just replace it with Elite Sniper again. And then the Alk buff can still be useful. But, of course, that has to make a difference. The Alk buff, yes, huge difference. That and retargeting the mortar up here for a little bit of burning damage probably doesn't really matter too much with the Alk buff, but yeah, just in case. And just like that, Alk buff clears out 63. Kind of scary, though. Could you imagine how much more money we would have if the MOAB shop didn't get those anti-MOAB missiles? Man, I'm salivating over the thought of that right now. Okay, this is the last round for the sniper, I believe. And would you take a look at that? $24,000 made with 1 more crate coming. This actually does profit. Hog. And I feel like if it did profit, I actually would have made money had I dropped an extra Marine. Like, if I just dropped one right now, but I think I'm good. Reminder that I only have 2 Adore abilities to work from. 1, depending if the round's frozen or not, so I still don't want to make the screen too cluttered. I want to make sure the tower goes when it's truly time. So yeah, and just get this back. We lost a D-Breath and we will lose the Alk buff this round, so I'll see if I want to get back D-Breath, or with the 70s, you think there's something else that's better at defending? Because again, it's mostly just the MOAB damage right now. You know what? Nah. I don't think so. I'll still get back. I'll get this. Okay, and after this round, I think it's actually time to go for Marine. Reason being, 76 defense. I could get stuff like a Maelstrom that's cheap, but again, I'll just double down on the damage plus whatever, so Marine beats it easily. In fact, I probably shouldn't even drop back the D-Breath and got Marine like 2 rounds ago, but it's fine. It's fine. Take a look at the sniper, though. It's made even more money than the sniper from 10 rounds previous. Proof here that stall strategies are overpowered and need nerfing. Half kidding, because they technically already nerfed in terms of bossing, because that's usually what stalling strategies are mostly good for. So 33,000 is where we'll end off with that sniper. Yep, just keep on buying it. It'll always profit. Also, wasn't there a glitch with Glacial Trail in the past where the MOAB shell would still work? I think they fixed that bug. Otherwise, I think that'd be knocking back. So with that said, again, once we get to the 80s, I actually think it might have been worth it to have gone for a main MOAB instead, because that can actually permanently stun ZMGs as opposed to this thing, which only really works well on BFEs, but that's fine. We can just double down on this. The map is long enough, though, that I'm pretty sure we can still get away with just the MOAB shove, even for the ZMG. I got off like 1.5 abilities this round, or rather 1.5 cooldowns. Let's just make sure we defend this. Yep, Marine's OP. So if I'm doing the math right, all I gotta do is keep on getting money-making towers until round 92. At that point, any tower I drop after, like on 92 or after, will be there for the rest of the game. So I think that's at that point I actually pivot to getting real defenses. Also, is Marine really not gonna solo? I thought I'd do a little bit on this. I guess I could, like, give like jungle drums. Again, just stuff that's cheap that'll work with our existing defense. And man, I stalled out 81 so long that the ability is grayed out for both of the money makers. Yep, you take a look at the Marine here, it has paid itself off. In fact, I think I've done so well in the money department here. I'm gonna treat myself a little bit, so yes, I will go for that jungle drums village. Probably not necessary to beat the round, but it'll just make my life a little bit easier, and I like making my life easier. I don't know if there's an exact term for this, but we do the hard stuff first, so that we get more success later, and I think this round, okay, Marine is disabled, so I will back out. So let's sacrifice. We'll get discounts since I already have the village drop down, and this will be the last farm. I don't even think I'm going to replace the elite sniper. But this takes me perfectly to pretty much round 92, round 93. Okay, 2 ZMGs here. I actually don't think Marine might be good enough here. Or rather, not enough track length. Let's see quickly. Relentless. Just want to stun some stuff, you know? And I think that does the job. Just in case that was going to kill me. And still got 123,000. Pretty much blow my money on anything right now, and I still would be okay. So that elite sniper's frozen. I'm not gonna get it back after it unfreezes after 88. If one Marine almost died to 85, I don't think twice the amount of ZMGs would help, right? Even with the lives, okay. So we can add a tower this round. And you know what? If we're going for a stall strategy in the first place, why don't we just pair it with the best, you know, stall tower, perma-spike? I'm lazy, so I'm going to outbuff it. I'll just go ahead and get 205 on Smart, and yeah, that should combo really well with the Shove and Marine. And so this will last all the way into round 95, with the spike staying for, I think, 3 rounds, so hell, there might be some spikes alive for 98. Although, obviously, I'm not going to count on that. Okay, Shove is frozen. Should I try MOAB now? Nah, I'm still looking at this. You see, the line of sight with snipers are a problem in this map. We'll just get a heli to make things easy. Not gonna lie, I think I might have went a little bit overboard in this challenge, but that's okay. Now I can splurge, and what would I do? I kind of want to... Let's try Carpet of Spikes. The way I worded it sounds like I'm not confident in it, but this pretty much is an auto-win. So I'll see what I want to add after this. We're gonna say screw the stall strategy, since this thing goes away in like a round or 2 anyways. And it's already ran a profit. Who really cares? Of course, Carpet of Spikes alone can't solo the rest of the game, so we gotta add a tower, ideally, that does a lot of, like, just damage. Because this thing already does good against MOAB, so we need some group stuff. Also, we need to sacrifice this, and let's try Blue Incineration. I just picked a random tower out of hat. We'll do 205, because that actually gets you more damage over time. And now we can watch this 2-tower combo pretty much wreck the balloons. Hell, I guess it was a good idea too, because the Shattering Shells reduces a good amount of RBE. Also, did I forget to get rid of this glue? No, I think it was frozen for 95, that's fine. And yep, there's Perma-Spike frozen. I think this village I'm also supposed to get rid of, right? I got him more than 10 rounds ago. It didn't make a difference, but I'll do it anyways. And now the round that the balloon incineration was made for, round 98, I think it started under 250k. But look at that damage rack up. Passing over 400. With a perma-spike, again, not like its spikes are slowly deleting. I need to... Oh, actually, crap, that's not gonna work. I know I have 6-digit cash figures to spend on, but allow me just to see this through and see if it actually works. So what I do, I'd move the wallfires here. And is that going to work? Or does the wallfire from balloon incineration kind of suck? It kind of sucks. If we need help deleting balloon layers, then I know just the tower. Solver. Okay, now this should be a free round. I really thought the balloon spin would be good enough. It actually probably is doable, but it's the fact that, I don't know, all the ZMGs popped in at once. So I'd likely have to stagger in order to beat it, but yeah, let's just make our life easier. All 32k pops on the balloon solver coming in handy. And final round. So that is my solution for the short-lived special mission in BT6. I think if I ban stalling towers, might have an easier time in the mid-game. Much harder for the ending. But look at that cash generated, 309,000. So much spending power just from those two money-making towers alone. So today I have recreated a classic BTD5 special mission, at least as closely as I could resemble. This is Direct Assault, first featured in BTD5 Deluxe. Basically, the premise is you gotta play on this map with 10 different lanes, and you start with 3 Darling Guns, 2 Spike Factories, 2 Mortars, and 4 Snipers, and you're supposed to just defend the onslaught of balloons that keep coming. Now, the biggest difference here is that, well, the rounds, I believe, in the special mission were custom, so I don't think if I translated those exact balloons to this game, it would make for the right challenge, since, of course, you know, we have some beefy tier 5s here, and they only have ZMGs. Here we gotta deal with bad, so yeah, that wouldn't be quite a challenge for these towers. Yeah, that's why we're playing out the normal rounds. Now, this is also not to be confused with a similar event on BT5 Mobile. I believe it's called Balloon Invasion. I think that one had a different looking map and didn't have default towers to start, along with a different tower section enabled. So yeah, this is going to be a recreation of that specific deluxe special mission. By the way, I wonder how many people actually know like what BTD5 Deluxe is, because yeah, it basically, in case you don't know, it was a paid version of the BTD5 Flash version that just had extra features, so including I think a couple towers like the Engineer, and some special missions and maps like this one, for example. Feels like it's been lost in history now, but yeah, those were definitely the times. So I guess, okay, what strategy do I want to go for? I feel like, okay, I was gonna say snipers would be amazing, but I just realized that there's some line-of-sight blockers. Funnily enough, the Darlings can shoot over it. Also, my Spec Factories are useless, so you reckon I should go for long reach? The only problem is that, well, the default that I start off with, well, any Spike Factory in general, they'll have, like, no cover. Let me just see, though. Okay. Long reach does allow them to attack. You know what? I'll probably spend them with 50k to actually make them useful. Now, I definitely remember playing Balloon Invasion. In fact, I made a video on that originally when it was in BTD5 Mobile, but I don't know if I ever played Direct Assault, because I actually don't remember if I even played BT5 Deluxe. I, for one, definitely know I didn't pay for it. Although I think there was a time years later when they ended up making it for free, and at that point I might have checked it out. But for the most part, I was a, you know, BT5 Flash web version. How do you say it? Junkie. That's where I got my start, or at least just Flash in general. BTD2 again is where, for those who don't know, that was the first ever Balloons game I played, and I've just been following it ever since then. So thank you, Y8, for letting me continue that tradition into 2023. Now, I probably should go for, even though there's some line-of-sight blockage, I feel like Bouncy Bullet would be a good thing to go for. I feel like Mortar is probably not, unless I want to go for like the biggest one. Even that would be a little sketch. It might just be a Dartling plus Sniper Heavy, I think. Dartlings are still really annoying though, as you see, down at 124 lives. I also turned off Knowledge for this run, just because I feel like starting off with the default road spikes would be a bit cheesy. As you might have seen from previous modern maps I've played, every lane generates a, you know, custom pre-road spike pile if you have the Monkey Knowledge enabled, which makes it pretty OP for early game. So yeah, we decided to ditch that in favor of struggling here. Now, I don't remember if the default towers you placed are able to be sold in Direct Assault, but just for the purposes of the challenge, I guess I'm not gonna sell them. Gotta keep all the OG towers dropped down. I'm gonna try to rush my first Bounty Bolt, though. It might not even be that great, because, again, with lanes being everywhere, they might be too far apart for them to bounce, but I don't know. I think I'll risk that chance, because it's not like we're gonna do any better as it stands with any other towers I get. Also, crap, this thing has long range and it doesn't even reach. Well, that's RIP. In fact, I don't even think, yeah, like, that's the biggest range you can possibly get in a Spike Factory. So the only thing it's gonna be useful for is a Spike Storm. RIP. Maybe I could have used that Road Spike. Oh my god, 91 lives. These pinks are relentless. Yeah, I'm dead. I think I might have underestimated difficulty of, like, this map here. Okay, we got it now, though. Come on, come on, come on. There. So, do I leave it on strong? Yeah, sure. I feel I should definitely upgrade all the Dartling guns to at least 022. They're okay early game. And I think I am dead. Well, 1 life left. Did I... I'm really gonna take that? I guess I am. I feel like I'm super dead here. I guess, if there's not too many balloons spawning, it is predictable. They go in a line straight down. Also, 230. Don't die here. Don't die. Don't die. I am dead. Come on. There we go. B39. Man, it just does not get easier from here. Do we have enough mob damage here? Please tell me we do. If we don't, I actually do have to sell towers, so yeah, okay. It's just, this map is just way too hard. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the mortars too. They are not good. Just keep the 1 spike factory because I guess I already bought it. And we'll get laser shock on the Dartling. That should give it a bit more damage. And nope, still not good enough. I've officially deemed no monkey knowledge too hard, so we're just gonna take it on and see, hopefully, if that's enough to make a difference. It just kind of goes without saying that if I'm struggling to round 40 already, there's no way I'm making it to that far. Probably label this like, if this was a real map in BTD6, definitely a high and extra map. So I still think I'm gonna stick to the same game plan. 230 bouncing bullet, and then just stack mob damage. So laser shock next instead of another 022 Dartling. I really don't think it's gonna be enough though, but we can try. Here we go. It's all about how quickly you pop this MOAB. Even with laser shock, it's too slow. Damn. Okay, so I do have to sell towers. I don't think there's any way around it for more mob damage. I would probably try to go for... Let's sell this one too. 220 Dartlings. This is like crazy mob damage, right? Yeah, this is about as early as it gets, but we're still dead. I was also thinking we could try the following. What if we try to go for a semi-automatic 203? There is unfortunately a bit of line of sight blockage, but that is good. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll take it. Yep, it's confirmed. Snipers pretty much have to carry us to the promised land here. I'll go for a second bouncy bullet. And then it's probably too early to go for supply drop, but that would be a great way to, you know, make sure we survive late game. Yeah, okay, we're losing more lives here to ceramics. Let's go for quickly another bouncing before I die. 23 lives. I'm dead at 49 here, right? Yeah, okay. 4K to work with this round. Okay, maybe there is some merit of some sort to go for a higher tier mortar, so I don't know. I'd like to try for biggest one. I'll get the middle path for the stun, even though Bernie does more damage. Yeah, Shell Shock there made a difference. Because, yeah, it's just the non-top path mortars that pretty much have, like, no attack radius. That is the reason why we're dying also. Come on, Shell Shock. Nope, I need more sniper damage. Let's see here, come on. Better? So I guess I'll just do 2 semi-auto since I already have that. Although I could try to save full auto. Yeah, full auto, let's get it. 205 Elite Defender, I guess, would be really nice. If not for the camos. Yeah, speaking of camos, perhaps I could use a Signal Flare at some point soon. But right now, with 3 bouncy bullets is good enough. Don't forget they have extra camo damage. Let's see, we gotta target the mortar up here for Shell Shock, and then I'm dead to all the other SRAMs here. God damn it. Okay, I could sell these 2 for 2.5, and then I can afford big one in about $1,000. Can big one be our Lord and Savior? Let's see. Sell. Got it? Too late? Barely too late. Okay, screw it. I sold the Dartling gun too, so now I can just fully focus on the mortar. Perhaps that's better? Yeah, I like this. I'm still dead? No, I'm alive. Okay, but... Okay, that's the problem. There's a mob down here, then now there's SRAMs leaking. Oh, I don't think I can even make it to 100 rounds. Okay, let's do some micro this time. There we go. Okay, the problem was I left this thing on first. That was my bad. Now we're good for sure. Now if I could help it, I really want to go for a supply drop and then elite sniper. Because that would increase, well, all the damage of my snipers and also give me some nice money, so sure. I'd say it's a good idea. We can be at a BFB here, right? Yes, sir. So, the money is there for Elite Sniper, I think, by CC3, which I feel like should be enough to beat it. Although, I guess I have, the big one, but so I shouldn't be too worried, but I should be more worried about these Rico Zebras here, because they're coming from all sides. Up, down, come on. Micro. If this is what it's like to fight in the trenches, then don't sign me up. Although, to be fair, real-life trenches are probably way worse than this. Okay, so... I feel like I should probably sell a Bouncing Bullet for Elite Sniper. I think it'll definitely be worth it. So, come on, let's get the crate first. And then sell, and then get this. So, again, extra 1,200. Squeeze a little bit extra money. So, again, this in turn makes our sniper shoot 33% faster. And, yep, that makes this round much easier now. Nice. And now for 63. Big one mortars. Yep, easy. Okay, I'm not sure I'd say easy because I still have to micro properly. And I'm very close to leaking. But come on, one more wave, please. Okay. Okay, here we go again, wave 3. This time I just went for Bouncing Bullet, an extra one. And then also the 204 Sniper on Strong. Please. Closest run so far. Okay, this run looks really good. Finally. Yeah, that was probably like a dozen or so retries for that. Hopefully we're in the clear now to again build more supply drops. JK, I lied. I need more MOAB damage, don't I? These are getting way too close for comfort. Yep. You see, the problem is that there's a giant line of sight blocker, so I might need a second. Maybe it's not wise to go for Elite Defender, go for another 204, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's start making money, though. 3k. Yeah, so you see this weird sniper spot in the top left corner here? This is just the extra 204 for different angles. Yeah, I think I'm dead this round, too. Come on. 103. Good, good, good. Really, all we had to get was one sniper, and now I can see the snowball effect. We now have 3 within 10 rounds. I should go for my Elite Defender now, yes? Yeah, I have the money for it right now, so let me just see if I need it for this round. Yeah, for sure. 75 is just way too difficult. We'll buy mid-round. All right, there we go. So set it to Elite, just to catch any balloons that get really far, like right over there. And let's see how it is now. Yep, Elite Defender for the MOABs. Big one to clean up, and I think things are finally looking up. Now 76 here. Oh, Elite Defender turns everything to yellows. We're fine, right? Yeah, we're fine. Okay, let's go for more snipers now. More money snipers. Okay, now for the camo wave here, I just realized I don't have any decamo, so let's see if I can get a Bernie stuff here to clean up. Damn, I missed a lot of the SRAMs, but luckily, again, Elite Defenders, Elite Snipers and their extra camo damage made it possible. So just to make it easy for myself, I should get like 3 Signal Flares for DDTs. I should probably stop farming snipers, though, and focus on defense, because, yeah, one Elite Defender is in danger of not actually surviving these rounds now. Well, for one, let me finish upgrading this guy to 204. I was thinking, Laser Bez could be good, although it doesn't work against DDTs. Alternatively, we can also build, like, some long-range spike balls, just along the line. I don't know, that would just give me a little bit more wiggle room. Or alternatively, I could just do the 320 or the 520 biggest one. Okay, last sniper for sure now. Last money sniper. It's getting way too close for comfort. I just realized I could also just do the main MOAB. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? 420, yes. There's something satisfying about seeing MOABs march on in such a formation. Also very scary at the same time. Elite Defender hard carry right now. I finally got main MOAB. Let's get it. I probably need 2 of them just to catch everything along the track here. I think at 8 supply drop snipers, I'm gonna stop. Let's get 2 MAMEs now, and get a first tier 5. I feel like I should just, instead of 520 biggest one, 502 for more damage. Because we already have the stuns covered with, you know, MAME MOAB, so I might as well get the stronger, the better Bernie stuff while I'm already here. Before that, more snipers? Sheesh. Okay, maybe we should get a 3rd MAME MOAB then. This one I'll do just single target only. 402 on Elite. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yep. It does. It activated our Elite Defender. Oh, also, why is this on first? Back on Elite you go. That could have been the reason why I was losing there. Yeah, everything here is just still super sketch. Maybe we should start lining up the trenches with those spike balls I was talking about earlier. But I would say biggest one first before that. Let's see how DDTs are. Yeah, it should be easy with the decamo. Okay, and this is getting ridiculous. There are, like, so many VFEs just trying to march by us. I think we're dead here. There was no shot this defends. Right? Nah. Now, the problem here is I'm at $28,000 short of the biggest one. That is a long way to go. You think I should sell snipers? You know what? Let's sell 3 of them. I have no other choice but to start getting big boy damage towers. If this doesn't work, though, I'm really screwed, yeah. Even biggest one doesn't save us. Okay, we could try just keeping the 520 biggest one. Perhaps having more stuns really is that important. Let's see. It's about as promising as it gets so far, yeah. Getting lots of more damage in here, but are we popping too much at once? No, we're good. Yep, that was the only way to get through this round, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't make the last couple rounds too hard here. I'd say we probably use a Shattering Shells on 92 here, yeah. I guess I'll have to do a little bit of micro to defortify a good amount of them. Okay, can we call it GG yet? Because this is insane. Yeah, if you knew 91 was hard, I have no idea what to do for 94. Time to get really silly, I guess. So how close am I to mad? I'll sell you and you. You and, you. Got it. Use Gorgonstorm. We survived. I feel at this point, mad is our only thing that does enough MOAB damage. I just need to get a little bit earlier. Yeah, okay, screw greeting for crates. Let's just sell now, early. So all these, Shattering 2, and there we go. A very early mad. Now, you see the problem with mad is that there's a bunch of cerams leaking, which... yeah, mortar can't even catch, so what do? Okay, what if I sold the biggest one instead? And then kept all the snipers here for mad? And then, I don't know, we lined the trenches, again, with, spike balls, if we can place them. Super scuffed, but this is the only way I can see us getting out of this, possibly. I don't have enough money, though, so there's a small opening that spike balls doesn't work in. Nah, this is still too sketchy. Okay, do I have enough money for Ray of Doom? That's my only shot. I need $30,000. Yeah, that's doable, that's doable. I'll sell you, and I'll sell you, and I'll sell one of you. Got it. It's just obstacles, though. Is this even good? I mean, it's good for the incoming lanes, but yeah. When the $100,000 tier 5 tower does not beat 94. I hate to say it, but I think it's a dead end. Oh, we'll try Blue Incineration to see if there's any shot. But us having to micro 2 mortars probably makes it even worse. You never know, though. Yeah, not a chance. Okay, so my biggest problem was I heavily underestimated the difficulty of this map here. Okay, last try for Rue. We're gonna sell all of our moneymakers, except for 2 of them, for Bez. At this point, I've exhausted pretty much every single option, every viable tier 5, so if this does not work, then I have no clue. Even if I beat 94 with this, I die 95 because there's no, well, D-lead. But the target independent definitely helps with this because it can target multiple lanes at once. But that's still not enough. Yep, I'm done, folks. Doesn't happen often, but it's the rare time that a special mission has defeated me. Who knows, maybe we'll give this map another go, but for today, the Bloons have won. So lots of new quests this update. According to the patch notes, these last 2 are pretty tough, but this one here, I think is just considered a tail, similar to Scoop's Tall Tail. Remember that one was medium difficulty? But this one is to 2 with the Dartling gun. I guess let's read it. Back for another tale, are you? Well, I've got a story. This happened a few years back. Nothing bad happened. It's just one of those nice feel-good sort of stories. It's about 2 Dartling gunners who had heard about some new dart tech Dr. Monkey wanted to develop but didn't have the money for. We got Balloon Story Mode. I'm gutted, bro. D2 set to D3. Gotta love their lingo. Dr. Monkey needs so much cash for R&D, but we're never gonna try those bounty darts. Right there with you, bro. This is a new thing. What is this counter? 210 out of 100k? I guess that's the money you have to farm up for. That's my assumption, because they have banana farms enabled. And then once you get 100k for something, the grand prize is 100k. Exactly what Dr. Monkey needs. I see. That's what the 100k goal is for. Now they explained it. You guys think they hired the writers for this one? My goodness, is this gonna be like a novel or something within the game? Okay, so a lead came. What happened? The balloon seemed to nod and continue on its way. The 2 Dartling gunners beamed at each other. I guess we'll just use the scrapyard to pop the lead and then not require any other road spikes to be eaten up. Oh, I just realized I can't buy a banana farm. So I should probably just upgrade 1 Dartling, because there's a lot of balloons here in this round. I expect more dialogue. Oh no, they just spawned a farm for us, thanks. Just a simple farming challenge. But that's okay, this is a lore-focused quest. Glue Gunner loved gluing balloons, and a glue rat would be a welcome friend. But is the glue gunner coming? I don't see one. Okay, there's the glue gunner. So just a bit delayed, just like that farm. So apparently there's no more dialogue for the rest of the game. You just have to get 100k. I don't even think I care about doing it efficiently. I think the goal, they made it easy. Like 100 rounds to make 100k. Just those casuals who do not know, you know, boss farming metas. It is interesting to see, I guess, the custom rounds coming out. There's, like, MOABs in 17. Okay, this is round 36 on round 23. I have noticed that, yeah, the rounds are not getting harder. Apparently, they go on repeat. That's round 37. This is round 38, right? Okay. We're just, like, 13 rounds ahead of schedule now. And so, I guess we don't have to upgrade our Dartlings. We can literally just build farms, and then we can sell it. Okay, I think after this round, I can afford it. So let me just freeze buy it. Sell, 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 and there it is, guys. Victory in round 38. And looks like they say you've successfully saved up the cash for Dr. Monkey. Very cool. The two Dartling Gunners have done it with the power of friendship. Cash was wired to Dr. Monkey and put on research and development and construction of a test site. A few days later, two Dartling Gunners got the call and made their way to end of the road. So, Bouncy Dart test site indirectly popped balloons. I think I saw a sneak peek of this, and it's kind of crazy. Look at this. Fences along, and the Dartling Gunner you see doesn't have a direct line of sight on end of the road. It's wild. The place was unrecognizable, new fences were built, and a safety spot set up for Dartling Gunners. And even the Glue Gunner will help them save the cash. Dartling Gunners ready to start. They knew it would be tricky and might take several attempts. Okay, I'm gonna just play out round one, and yeah, that's cool. They've added the, what mod is this? I don't want to say Ultra Juggernaut, but the Juggernaut in the sense that it bounces off walls. It's in the game now. Now, if only it was in for more than just a quest, that would be cool. But it is nice that they are testing random features, you know, in these quests here that we don't normally see. So it is cross-path packed, or capped. 352. That is the... Those are the upgrades that, like, don't change the projectile, right? Because Buckshot has multiple. The Plastic Accelerator, obviously, is a bit cheesy. Also, I'm a noob. How did I leak lives? I guess I wasn't trying hard enough. Oh, crap. Don't let this Rigo farm. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this. Alright, yeah, that's why they give you, like, multiple fences. This one gets you through to that side. And now back here. Hold up, this is actually kind of not trivial compared to the first run. Alright, that'll ought to do it. 220. Alright, new lines to drop few, D2 said. That is actually really difficult. Mood. 2 right. D3 responded. Oh wait, there's a PS in Dr. Monkey's note. Imagine save some money on getting these fences built, have some cash to help. There are lead balloons around 16. So upgrade accordingly. So there's lead, so that means I'm just gonna get Hydro Rocket. The only lead popper. Okay, I want to try to find an angle that, like, snipes the exit, but also doesn't waste the bounces. Okay, this is better, I think. Before, when I bounced it the other way, the darts were kind of just going off the map. But this is alright. Holy crap. I'm actually dead here. That just means I have to upgrade, like, before getting Hydro. I thought I could save at 4.8k. But a little wishful thinking. Okay, this is much better, though. Yep. 2 lasers. OP. I should be able to get a Hydro Rocket now. I like this angle, actually. I said I like many different angles, but this is it. This doesn't waste any darts at all, I don't think. Alright, I have to move it if balloons get to the corner, though, but then I can go back here right now. And then back here to snipe the yellows. Or pinks. Okay. And we got Hydro Rocket. Just in time. What else do we have to look out for? Hey, fellas, engineer said. Gotta take out those fences. The invoice wasn't paid. Leave them, you meanie. Really family-friendly dialogue, isn't it? That makes sense. He's just doing his job, bro. Blame Dr. Monkey for cheaping out. I bet he used the extra cash for his holiday. Yep. And there it is. The fence that was actually OP is gone. Damn, Dr. Monkey. Also, whoa, what is this? Do you guys see this angle? Look at the 220 dart. There's some real black magic going on with how it's bouncing. I might just keep it in this spot because I think it works. Yeah. DDT, whoa. I'm actually dead because I need to get 2 HRPs. Yes. Alright, let's just use Rocket Storm for the DTs here. Right, we have Monkey Knowledge enabled. Let's use it again. Huh. It looks like the Rocket Storm rockets do not bounce... Well, they bounce really weirdly. I don't know how to explain that. It's similar to Vortex Shield, I see. Yeah, that makes sense, because the Vortex Shield does bounce things backwards, like off itself. Should we just do 2 Rocket Storms now? Yeah, sure. Who can go wrong with 2 abilities? Alright, I'll use one here, because the rockets do clip the ramps there. I'll save the other one. Actually, yeah, did anyone see the glue actually did attack over the fence? Interesting. Oh, crap. I used my rocket storm on the last round. I don't have it anymore. I'm not dead, am I? Nope, nope. It's okay. We're good. We're good. Just gotta make sure we catch the other stuff. See, guys, who needs laser cannon? Even middle path beats it out. And there it is. The tail has been complete. We stopped the balloons with a bounty darts tech. And what did you think? That story always made me wish I was a Dartling Gunner. Okay, Scoop. Let's turn off Monkey Knowledge for this one. Okay. Apparently, all these quests should be beatable without Monkey Knowledge, but they allow you to use it, so I think I'll challenge myself for these next two ones to not. This one I'm really excited for. Fast upgrades. This was a BTD5 classic. Basically, at the end of each round, all towers upgrade once for free. The middle path will be chosen for base towers, or the next upgrade in the path with the highest upgrade. Kind of like the Mega Boost from Battles 1, and, well, the same as the Special Mission BT5. I had fun with that one. I guess I'll try to beat it. Maybe even multiple solutions, because I feel like there definitely is leeway for that. I don't know what the custom rounds are, so I'm kind of going in blind. So whatever I drop in round 1, if I don't upgrade it, it'll get a tier 5 at the end, which sounds juicy, but I'd also like the intermediate upgrades to be decent stepping stones. You know what? I like Spear of the Forest, because the tier 3, tier 4 are all useful. And, I mean, it's a 30k upgrade we get for free at some point. Wait, I should just buy Hawthorns. That gets me at one round earlier. I think it's worth it. It's definitely worth it. We do have lives, yes, so I can tank it, but I'd love to try NLL. No lives lost, no Monkey Knowledge. Sounds huge. Unfortunately, Hard Oak is garbage, so I'm probably in for a World of Hurt. So, goodbye, NLL. Maybe we'll try, if it's even possible with no knowledge, to not lose any lives. Whatever, this thing is really good. I'll just cross-path this on first, please. Oh, it doesn't work. It gets Pierce capped. I can't buy Lightning either. So, I can't do the Druid Start, at least solo Druid Start. It might actually be Glaive Lord, because the balloons, like the leads for round 3, Ricochet can handle that. We're moving the Glaive Lord up to, or more Glaives up to C tier, just from this quest alone. That is a joke, by the way. You know what, I'm just gonna drop attack, even though it's kind of useless right now. Maybe I could get away with a... Oh no, it's gonna give me the middle path by default. Regardless, we'll get tier 5s by the end of this, like the last round either way. Oh, I can't. Right, I had to buy 100. Permacharge it is. Wait, I can't. There's leads. I'm not gonna lie, with no knowledge, this challenge is actually quite interesting. It's going to be a 100 start then. Okay, this is it though. This is it for sure. Because I'd get a 302 next round. And that guarantees I beat the leads. Actually, I'm not sure if Glaive Ricochet has the Pierce, but I hope so. Please don't get Pierce Cap. Please don't get Pierce Capped. Please. Don't suck Glaive Lord or Ricochet. Thank you. Before I end the round, I need to drop a tower for free tiers. In case there's camos, I'll go for Bernie stuff. Oh, I'm gonna lose those lives. Damn, Ricochet. Regardless, I think it's fine. I just bought it in case there's camos. There actually might not be. But I think we found the solution. Actually, maybe Glaive Lord's rangs do not reach from this spot. In that case, we might need to redo. Shattering Shells for sure. Oh, and you know what? I could have bought more stuff, but that's fine. We'll see if this actually works. Hang on, there is one more round. Should I just get a Spear of the Forest for the last round? Or actually, no, it might be bad. Let me think of a good bad damager. That'd definitely be... Spike. Spike. Can I don't think I could get the money for Spike Storm. Wait. Give me Carpet, give me Carpet. Nice. Nice. This will be a free win, guys. So it's basically round 99. And they gotta give you a bad, right? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. 99 and 100 this round. So there it is. We beat the quest without Monkey Knowledge. Very easy. I do want to try for the NLL, though. No lives lost. I think it's a fun further challenge. I feel like Boomerang is the only way to truly achieve no lives lost. And also the right placement. I literally no lives lost first try that time. Wait, why am I leaking lives this time? Does anyone know? Okay, I'm trying to find a consistent. This actually works aside from the last red. So what I would do, I would just switch arms. And we win. Please. Yay, we did it. So now whatever it takes, I would assume it's an ice. I would do an ice tower at least, because it has good pierce and can snipe the groups. Let's see. Nah, I lost 2 lives there, but close. So, Druid then. And then this. And then Hearthorns. This is great Pierce. It should clean up. Nice. No lives lost preserved. Now, without Mortar, look. This is bad. I'm leaking. It's okay, I have the Druid, the jungle. And let me pause and see what else I would do for the DTs. Well, it's literally just the thing. This thing. It worked last time. I think this is the solution. Unless this doesn't beat DDTs or the BFBs, but if not, then I'm moving Glavelord back down to F. So only three BFBs. Yep, it does solo. Very epic, and there it is. We have done it. We have done the funny. Not just no lives lost, but we actually lost negative lives. We gained lives by the end of this challenge. I don't think we can go anywhere from here. GG. You know what? I've been enjoying this quest so much that I think I'll find one more, maybe non-boomerang solution. I was thinking maybe Wizard could work. Because the money is there, I think, for 0-1-0 by the end of this round. So I get Wall Fire, and then D-Breath for the leads. No guarantees if this beats it, no lives lost, but it looks pretty promising. Let's see. I guess it all depends on the uptime of the Wall Fire. Maybe I'll do Guided Magic if it leaks anything, just to preserve the NLL, but nope. I think this does it. I'll just do Intense Magic too, for more Pierce. Yeah, that was a piece of cake, holy. Now we got D-Breath, or Phoenix, although maybe what would kill me here is the lack of an ability. Let's see, I have $2,000. Let me see if I actually need to spend it, or I didn't know Summon Phoenix was this good. How is it soloing everything here? I don't know, but that's cool. Let's try something different from Carpet Spikes. I'll do another Spectre. This will turn into Super Mines by the end of the game. I'm pretty sure this just straight up wins. Also, what? We got double Phoenix. Well, actually, that makes sense, because the original Phoenix was still alive when we upgraded it. And now it's gone again. But I'm pretty sure we don't need any more than 2 towers. This just straight up works. Easy. That was way easier than, well, that Glavelord solution. I guess if you guys have any other no monkey knowledge, no lives lost solutions, then let me know. I'm curious to see all the different unique solutions that we can come up with for this challenge. Anyways, that does it. Fun special mission throwback. I rate 10 out of 10. This is chimps mode, but everything must be mirrored. Or in other words, my defense must be perfectly symmetrical throughout all points in the game. So for example, if I drop a Dart Monkey over here, then I have to place a corresponding Dart Monkey on the right side here. This is a challenge once again inspired by the comment section, so it sounds interesting, and gonna give it a go on Underground. Another pretty much symmetrical map through the middle. So to clarify, we're gonna mirror our defense through a vertical line through the middle horizontal of the track. So we're not gonna do, like, if I put a Dart Monkey here, it's gonna be here, not up here. And yes, we will also apply upgrades the same way. So if I buy an upgrade here, must buy one here. And I think also to fit the theme more, I'm not gonna allow myself to place like one tower straight in the middle, because technically, it could be like a mirror for the texture. You have like one half on the one side, one half on the other, but yeah, that's kind of cheesy. So therefore that means we're not gonna allow a hero or tier 5s, because you can only have one of those at a time. So yeah, that makes it all the harder. Also, I think the only option is to upgrade Dart Monkeys this round, because I can't afford like 2 of these towers, let alone 2 Dart Monkeys again. So let me just see if 2 010s do the job. No, it doesn't. Is this even possible early game? I guess one caveat I could add is that my defense must be mirrored by the end of each round. So for example, I think I can afford a 4th Dart Monkey before round 7 ends here. And personally, I'll allow that, because otherwise, yeah, I don't see a way of getting through, well, the early game. You can always drop difficulty lower, but as you know, I do like it nice, tough, and hard. Now, moving on, I haven't thought too thoroughly about what exactly I want to run for late game, but I figured maybe Tech Tier might be fun to try. It's a tier 4. It's a strong one at that. Before that, I need to spend my 1.5k on something for the early game. For mid-game, I don't think I could go wrong with maybe Dragon's Breath, 2 of them, mirrored like this. Although, again, it's gonna be hard to save up for that, because I need $6,000 to upgrade both of them at the same time. For now, though, I guess maybe a double Fireball will do the job, and maybe I'll try to be able to save up 2k for WAF. Otherwise, you need to drop some more meteor towers. Let's see, holding pretty well, but not able to save it that much. Does doing Intense Magic help for 19 at all? Let's see, more Pierce, but don't think it does much against early space run like this. Okay, how about it? I don't think you go wrong with snipers. Just to get us through the early game here, you know? The good old reliable. Unfortunately, I don't think it may not be good enough to hold up to 2k. Oh, right, and also need camo, so that's gonna make it even harder to save for wallfire. Even though I'm just incredibly close to getting it right now. What would be the cheapest defense? So close. I guess I could do 0-1-2 in both of them and not really lose money late game. But that would just make it, again, even more impossible to afford wallfire. Do I just say screw it? I can try. Again, in worst case, I can just do like a 1-0-0 sniper. Also, it barely doesn't beat 25. But what if I put some Dharma on strong? I guess if I really want to theme this challenge perfectly, I must match the targeting options too, so I just went ahead and put every Dharma in strong. All back in first now, even closer. I think it's possible. Okay, just these two on top on strong, and then back in first. And we did it. And would you look at that? I think we can afford it. Let me just buy it ahead of time, because I think I die without it. Can I get wallfire before the round ends? I don't even beat it, damn. Man, so close. I won't be able to afford both of them before round end, which breaks my rule. Okay, this defense is kind of falling apart. I'm just gonna add 2 boomerangs, because I guess I'm gonna turn them late game into, like, mole press, so it's not the, worst investment in the world. But because of that, I'm dead now, because I don't have lead popping. Let me just try this again. Nope. I need to upgrade both of the snipers to 1-0-0. What a disaster. And of course, I'm probably dead this round. Wait, no. I can get it. I can get it. Nice. Right on time. Run saved, and it actually looks like I need $7,000 to save up to get the breath since they got nerfed a little bit in price. So all I gotta do here is hold off the ever so tough 37, 38, 39. Just this defense here. Luckily, intersection wallfire is OP, so we can do it. Mirror D-Brat, so we should be good against everything except camo purples, which I'll probably get some defense for that at some point. See, around 40, pretty easy. So as I mentioned earlier, I want to do a tech tier-based strategy, which means discounting is good. Let's get it started early. However, as you can see, I still can't afford camo and a super monkey, so I need camo purple popping. What if I try a ninja? Not the worst thing in the world, because I can still turn into sabots, which are very useful come late game. Let me just see if maybe 2 of these are enough. I'll put them on strong with camp already. And yep, just that's good. Also, you can see that because of the mirror defense, building discount villages is going to be very awkward. So I want to get jungle drums. I need jungle drums and camo, because I'm going to go top crosspath on the super monkey. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a 3rd discount village and a 4th one. You've heard of the double and triple discount, but how about the quadruple discount? Never before seen until now. Now let me go ahead and triple discount the 2 super monkeys I'm going to get. 2 is all I really need. I think I could probably overclock buff them too. I believe for like the cost of the tower, it's actually more efficient to do that. This one's gonna be jungle drums because it's further away from the middle. Therefore, this one must also be jungle drums. And then I'll get camo on both of these just so I don't forget. I also just realized that I'm going for a bunch of defense that can't pop purples. So maybe what I'll do is I just won't buy plasma just yet. Until, I don't know, I guess I need it. As you can see, it'd be pretty brutal if I had to spend on a MOAB $12,000 just to pop purples. Doesn't sound too hot. I'm actually gonna need pop purples on 95. I guess what I could do is maybe, when I get my engineer, try to put him down like a straightaway or something like that. After all, you know, overclocks actually do have a lot of base pierce. Anyways, let's get them now. So, Robo Monkey. Mid-game should be pretty easy. What else do you think would pair well with this defense in the meantime? I guess Alt Buff. Maybe, actually. Not guaranteed. For those who don't know, Alt Buff is twice as bad on middle path supers because each arm uses up a quote-unquote attack. This is unlike, say, the Sun Avatar, for example, which shoots out 3, like, of the yellow beams per shot, but it only counts as 1 attack when we're talking about, like, Alchemist terms. Meanwhile, each dart is its own entity. Hope that made sense. Otherwise, TLDR, it may not be good enough to get, but we'll see. 75 here. Oh, so close. Actually, you know what? Let's just get it now. I can't afford 2 overclocks with my 28k, sadly. So this is probably just the most affordable option. I'll just stop at tier 3 for now in case maybe tier 4 is too much money. Although tier 4 is just a big power spike regardless. I actually might do first and close instead. First and strong usually is good, but sometimes that causes you to pop too many of the strong stuff at once, and then doesn't allow you to clean up well. I'll just leave it for now, because it seems to be working just fine. And after the purple wave here, we don't have any purples to 95, which means I am good to upgrade tech tier when I have $41,000. Looks like it's affordable now, so let's get it, and let's get it. So far, not too shabby. Surprisingly, even after getting tech tier, it is not much easier, probably because I don't have any laser or plasma on either of them. Well, here's laser, or I guess pierce. And then plasma at 4.8k, got it? There we go. Now we should have a slightly better time here. Also, if I pre-planned this out a little bit better, I probably could have put my boomerangs, like... Actually, I can't, because the villagers have big hitboxes. But if I put it, like, down here, then I could have had, like, the more presses discounted. I might just drop, like, entirely new boomerangs in that case. Because I think with a triple discount, I'm going to be saving way more buying a whole new more press than already having a pre-placed one. If you know what I mean. Anyways, I do like the word anyways. But I just realized that I might not have the budget to afford everything that I need. Here's an ability. If I really want to stay true to it, I could, like, mirror by using both abilities that, like, when I use them, I have to use it at the same time, but that's kind of dumb. Or at least if I want to do that, then I wouldn't have went tech tier, because that, again, is just dumb. So I think for the sake of this, we'll allow, you know, desynced abilities. Pretty close to getting, what do you call it? Engineers overclocks right now. Holy, fortifieds have got hands. Maybe I'll switch it back on strong? No, that was worse. Okay. You think it's okay if we spend on a MOAB glue here? Or rather, 2 of them? How much does it set me back by? Quite a bit, but it's necessary. There's never a time where, like, support options are not good. Should be enough to make a difference here, I hope. Let's see, I'd love to be able to save that last tech tier ability. We are good, we are good. Cool. 91 here? Probably good to just use an ability here. And hopefully I don't need to use it for the ZMGs or the MOABs here. I do. Right. I'm so screwed here. This round is too long for the MOABs. Like, if I use it now, I'm probably dead. Yeah, now. What the heck? Okay, let me go ahead and try something that's going to sink me even deeper into the red, but might just work. Embrittlement. Classic tournament qualifier strat. Basically, since the tech tier balls, like, do very little damage, +1 is a massive power spike. Let's see. If I can beat it without using the tech tier ability, then that's enough proof that it was a good get. And looks like the answer is yes, it can hold off. It's not pretty. Oh, okay. But I think it holds off. And it held off way longer. I think I still have to use the ability. But that should be fine, because I probably have the other one from 91 up again. First and close supremacy. I'll just go ahead and use one early, and then let's see here. 1 to end it off, right? I don't think 93 is that hard, so sure. Let's end it off as late as possible. Like that. And I'm so dumb, because I actually can't beat 93. You gotta be kidding me. Let's try first and strong then. Because it was DTs getting through. Please. Don't make me... Don't tell me I made a dead end there. Okay, screw it. Stronger stim, stronger stim. We're not getting overclocks at this rate, are we? I don't think this challenge is possible without overclock. I also... Stronger stim, wow, it's useless. Okay, how about this? Double primary training, because maybe extra improvement range will allow us to do... squeeze in a bit more +1. I think that's the key. That's even closer. Alright, all hands on deck here. I'm just gonna go for the press now, because I think I need it, and I think the overclock dream is dead. Somehow I gotta see if I can beat this without an overclock. That is going to be, in my opinion, a pretty tall task. No, it doesn't work. It's the same ceramic. If it's one ceramic, I can try targeting, like, changing targeting at random times to catch that one ceramic that keeps on leaking in the top left corner, but it doesn't work. Strong, close, close. Strong, strong. There we go. Holy crap, that took way too long, but I actually got out of it without spending that much money. The overclock dream may still be alive if I can beat 94 or 95 like this. Doubtful, but I have to use my abilities, I guess, very well. Let's see if I can maybe use one ability here to, like, beat most of the wave, but stall it long enough so I have both for 95. Let's see. I will use one now. Bad timing, bad timing. Or is it? If I can beat this, then... Wow, this is stronger than I thought. And I'm dead to 95 here immediately. Okay, this is where I guess the 030 foam could be useful. I just don't know, though. If I get foam without getting overclock, I'm just wasting a bunch of money. But I only need 6 more thousand. Let's see, though. Notice how with the foam, it is a bit easier, right? I should put both in the intersection, I believe. Yes. It's working, but it's a super sketchy defense. Not gonna lie. Might need 031 crosspathing, but no, it holds. By the skin of our teeth. Oh, this is just way too fast. I'm dead. One ability now. Second ability when? Now. That's... No. So close, though. Next cheapest thing I could do is, I guess, Splatter. Only 2.7k cost. I don't know if Splatter was really missing, or Moku was missing earlier. That does not allow us to survive longer. You know, I can already kind of see the writing on the wall for this run. I might very well just restart the run all over. Like, optimize so that I can get the overclocks way earlier. Because right now, it's just like, I'm pushing it back every 2 rounds. But that just makes each round harder and harder. For example, I'm doing Sabo this round. Sabo pretty much guarantees I beat it, but I'm pretty sure I can't get double overclock anymore. Just watch this. I'll use one tech now, and then I'll use another Sabo here. And we should beat this round easily. As expected. Well, let's go ahead and see how screwed I am now. Do I need to use I think I gotta use Tech Tier here. Now I'm dead to this part, I think. Or am I good? Sabo? I'm good. Okay, I guess I can't give up on this one entirely until I truly hit a dead end, so... We'll keep going. But I'm starting to lose faith here. 96 is good. I don't have overclock going into 98. This is going to suck. Another dead end alert, everybody. I can't beat 97 without using all my abilities. I don't know how. I guess what I could do here is maybe use one ability for this round. Trying to damage both at the same time here, but that's not really working. Oh, no, that worked. Well, it's GG here. I can't do, well, Shattering Shells, because it'll cost me double. And I also have to beat this round, by the way, with somehow a Tech Tier ability up for 99. Oh, wait. I just made a bunch of money. I got overclock now. But is it too late? Or am I actually good? There's no way. There is no way I can pull this run out from under the grave. Are you kidding me? Overclock is up. And so is Tech Tier. Let me see if I need it. Oh, I definitely need it. Now? Okay. I have $7,000 to beat the bad. This was my concern after one Sabos. They just don't do any damage. I don't know if these do enough damage, but, let's see. No way. There ain't no way. I guess that's why you never give up. It's gonna pop. And we're gonna win. Wow. Never tell me the odds. Wow. GG. Despite how badly I messed up that run in the mid-game / late game, that was actually pretty fun. A way of playing BTD6 like I never played before, and particularly the pops. Are they also balanced? Pretty close. 862 and 792. D-Brett's 149, 138. 16, 17. 3, and yeah, that's really balanced. And again, let me just show you every upgrade here to show you that it is indeed perfectly balanced. And once again, if you have any other great ideas, let me know in the comments, and maybe your idea can be featured. Have a very reflective day.